In this video, we're going to talk about some of the things you need to do before you start writing an auto estimate. To start this video off, we're going to start with a quick quote. The quote is, "I think it's really important to look at the big picture instead of just one composition." That's by Shannon Miller. And we're going to follow these ASE tasks. So you're a new estimator at a shop, or maybe you're an appraiser writing your first estimate for an insurance company. First customer comes in, or if you're an appraiser, you drive out to the location. What do you do? What now? Well, first, before you just start going to the direct damage and start writing what you see, you need to get the big picture. You need to get a good idea of the damage, what's going on, so that you'll have a better idea of the extent of the damage. And you need to gather information to do that. So who are you going to get the information from? Well, whoever's driving the car, the vehicle owner, they're going to have the most information about what happened during the accident. Here are some of the questions you may ask. Where were the passengers sitting? This may give you a good idea to know to check thoroughly for the seat belts and any damage in the interior components in that area where anybody was sitting. What were the road conditions? Were they wet, dry, icy? This will give you a better idea. Maybe it was icy and the point of impact was in the front, but it slid around and has damage in the rear too, as it slid around and hit something in the rear of the vehicle. So it's always good to have an idea of the road condition. Was the car moving or not moving during the accident? And this will give you an idea, of what to look for, like maybe some of your motor mounts, transmission mounts, to see if they're damaged. This will give you a better idea of what happened during the accident. And it's always a good idea. They may have something that they are concerned about, and they, maybe not share it with you unless you ask. So you may always ask them if there's any other information they'd like to share with you. They may have concerns about something that goes unaddressed, and then that ends up being a supplement later. So always ask them if there's something that they're concerned about. Now, I know as you start writing estimates, you may do hundreds or thousands of these estimates, and it just becomes so normal to you. But you got to remember, this is not the norm for the customer. This may be their first accident, and they don't know what to do. It's a financial stress. It's a lot of people's second largest investment. They don't know the process. They don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of uncertainties, and just keep that in mind, that this is not the norm to them. They're stressed, and it's your job to let them know that you're there to help them through this process. So whenever they're telling you some of the things that happened during the accident, remember to use your common sense. If they're nervous, they're scared, they're uncertain of what's going to happen. They may be angry or mad. So they've got a lot of emotions going around. Another thing that may help you is the claim report. If you're a shop, or an accident report, police report, all those things may help. Now, as an appraiser, you're probably not going to, probably the adjuster's going to take care of all that and put it in the notes before you ever get the file. But as a shop, that may help you as well. And that just kind of helps you collect the information you need. You can put all the claim information of your shop in there, or appraisers have to do that as well. You transfer that to your estimating system. But you may need to look over this, review it for accuracy. Remember, everybody's human, they make mistakes. Just make sure it's all correct before you enter it onto the estimate. Okay, now you can start looking at the car and get ready to estimate. Before you go up there and just start estimating, be sure you can do a walk around, get a good idea of the overall damage. Get the big picture of what's going on. Is there any prior damage? Did the car slide around, hit the front, and then hit the rear? Have an idea of what all is going on before you start writing an estimate. So if you're a shop estimator, some insurance carriers will allow you to do a partial teardown. For example, it's hitting the front, and you have a pretty good idea that the impact absorber and impact bar are damaged, but you can't see it. You can't take a photo of it. If you can't take a photo of it, you can't write it at that time. So they'll allow you to go ahead and do a partial teardown so that you can go ahead and write those damages, and that will help eliminate the number of supplements. And remember, as a shop, the less supplements you have, the better, because that's just going to reduce your cycle time. The more supplements you got to wait and all that. So as an appraiser, you don't have that luxury. We are usually going out to location, to either their home or business, or maybe at a shop, but we have to write only what we can see. So if it has the front bumper cover on there, as appraisers, we're not going to remove that, and so we can only write the front bumper cover. And we have to wait until the shop does a tear down later, and then come back and write a supplement for the impact absorber if it's damaged, or the impact bar. So if you're a shop, you might check and see if you can do a partial tear down. Now, it's a good idea to have the customer walk around with you just in case they have a concern that they've remembered. Remember, they was in this accident, they're confused, they may not remember everything until you go to looking at it. But if you're going to do a partial tear down, I mean, that may take a while. That estimate's going to take a while. So remember, they are in distress right now. And so if it's going to take you a while, you may let the customer know. Maybe you can give them a ride home. Some shops have loaners, car rentals, things like that. So you may help them out with that so that they're not standing there for hours, waiting on you to complete an estimate. The less painful you can make it for the customer, the better it's going to be. So in this video, we gathered all the information from the claim report, police report, the customer. So you have gathered all the information. You've put that on the estimate, the claim number, all that you need for that. And you have asked the question about the accident. You know where the passengers were sitting. You know what seat belts to check or interior components to check, thoroughly check. You know the road conditions, so you know there may be additional damage that there would be if it's icy as opposed to dry roads. So you have all that information. You've walked around the car. You have a good idea of what the damage is and overall damage, the big picture. Now you can start taking photos and writing the estimate, which we'll talk about in another video. If you like this video, be sure and give us a thumbs up, give us a like. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.